Alright, so this STI right here is the reason for the season. This was a GT300 replica that I just loved from GT6. And obviously we don't have the GT300 cars of the old Super GT. So I just decided to take this Group 3 and make that replica happen. The Cusco EJ is like my favorite car, favorite livery. And I made this when the game first came out. Like, that was the first thing I wanted to do with the livery maker, was make this car. But anyway, let's run down this performance. So, really quick, gear was way long ago. I think this was 5th gear forever. But it handles very good. And balance of performance added way more weight to this car than I wanted. So I just had to deal with that. But all accounts of handling are like really good. There's a little bit of understeer, but that's just on corner exit. So I was able to recognize that really early and just try to lay in the throttle to get the rotation on the rear end. I'm peeking in on this guy real hard. I'm being real disrespectful because I want his position. So, you know, I give him the position back right there in the braking zone, but I can jump right back in his shit and run down the inside of that door. Just let him know, boy, back all the way off. Like, I need that and I want that, right? Running down on these AMG GTSs up front, so keeping it real tight. There's that rotation I was talking about. That's what I was using to make the car get real good tight corners. Cuz it's way out of control, but he just had just enough torque to stay in my business. But I really wanted around him, but he's in a better spot, and he runs into me. Of course, he can't handle it. So he backs off, double apex this corner right here. He has the run, so it was good that he gave the position up because he could take it right back here. I wanted that Beatles lunch money, so that's who I was gunning for. And this AMG just was not about to let that happen. So we run down, coming into the chicane. I always gain a good amount of time on the competitors in front. That Corvette is way out of control. And I did notice he was throwing cones at me. But I did notice that, so I kind of got on it early out of that chicane so I didn't get hit. Not close enough for the draft up front, but I had a really good pace. So I feel like I had more run off of that corner exit coming into the front straight than those guys did, and I know for here I've always had a good pace there. So bam, there we go. It looks like we're closer to frame to the guys. I'm not able to utilize the draft here. You guys notice the draft gets offset in turns, so you either gotta be down shallow inside to get the draft of the car out in front of you that's out wider, or you gotta be right up in their shit to get the draft directly off of it. So I'm just running the game to keep the game tight as I close in on this braking area with the double apex. I noticed that AMG was still back there behind me. Using the rotation of the car, I tried to shake him off, get some acceleration out of that corner, but I mean, he was still there. He was gonna keep coming. That car's just way faster. Again, using corner exit to my advantage and the braking of the entry of the turn to my advantage. I'm trying to get some distance on him. But it looks like it's working out pretty good, to be honest. So as we run down into the last section before the final back straight, I wanted to get a little bit more space. I was getting close to that Beetle, but I still didn't feel like I had enough. I started listening for it, and it sounded like I had the draft. So this is why I started stalking his position, his track position. Wherever he was at, I was trying to be at. Make this corner possible using all of the track. Fools in the braking zone, and bam, I'm right in contention. But the problem is the guys are quick enough that I have to really put the moves. Oh well, but they were battling, so that kind of got easy. But the guys were quick enough that I had to figure out how to make the moves on them. So I wanted to go after the portion of Beetle, well, the white portion of Beetle. So there, I'm right in them. Now, I didn't necessarily have a goal to pass these guys. I just wanted to get in the mix with a good race and then maybe get around somebody. But I feel like I have the pace to get up, and you see the Beetles holding me up. So here comes the Benz. Now he's getting in the mix, and he's about to make it a battle for 4th place. I always love that view. Ferris wheel in the background. So backing off a little bit, running into the double chicane. I think I got a bump on him here. No, okay, we kept it clean. I know I was pretty damn close, and I almost spun right full throttle on the exit. But I feel like he didn't get in on his shit right here, and this is where I'm using it. Bit of the fact that I had, and I'm kind of panicking because that Mercedes was right there. I have to get around somebody to get myself like get away from dude, but ooh, man, we are stacked up really good. So coming out of this corner up the straightaway, I knew I had the draft. I knew I was going to be able to stay around these guys. So stalking the position again. The Benz is stalking my position, and we're just running a perfectly spaced train of 5 cars from the lead pack. Now remember, I started 5th, so I have to get around somebody to get my advantage in getting my driver rating. Benz couldn't handle it. He went head on into a wall. I see these guys fucking around, and I tried to stop, but the Mercedes blocked the whole road. Didn't give me a penalty, definitely slowed me up, but I would have been in front of that Beetle and going up to challenge for 1st place. But I hit the brakes to let the Porsche, you know, straighten itself, and the Beetle just blew right through him while he was ghosted. But I had impact, so didn't drop my SR, but it just didn't give me the position I wanted. So now I got to battle this Beetle around, and I don't think I got around him. It just was what it was. Good racing happened. I could have been in position to do some beautiful things. Got 2nd place, but hanging on to 3rd is not that bad. The Beetle knew what time it was. He's trying to run for me, and I'm trying to get in them cheeks. Running in a nice double apex zone, which I like, using the rotation of that car. Got a little bit too much rotation right there, but it wasn't too bad. I was able to still get back on the throttle and capitalize. And, you know, I must say, this is a car that I did not expect to be good, and it just so happened to be good. So it was a pleasant surprise that we were lapping so good with this car. And it was really comfortable. So like, I feel like this car, if we had you know, tire wear, fuel consumption on, and running some enduros, I feel like this car would be a good candidate. A lot more people should think about using it. It handles really good, and the pace that you can keep may not be part of the fastest, but if you get in the pack with some of the fastest, you're not gonna get shook. So yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote. This guy is gonna come home with 2nd place. I come home with a solid 3rd. Really good looking racing. Great way to shake it up. And I almost lose it coming out of that corner. You see, we finished 1, 2, 3. It was beautiful. Back there was incidents with those Mercedes, but that was my racing night tonight. No wins at all, but really, really good honest racing. So I really appreciate that. GT Sport is becoming, I guess, competitive for me because I'm really going for it. But we'll see. A few more practice tune-up races. I'll be ready for the Manufacturers Cup and the Nations Cup. So that's it for tonight.